Followers of the Grail of the Serpent, Aurelius Sopax here, and in this video I want to give you a few tips on how to progress with magic and how to get results with that the fastest. Okay, the first one is, number one, you have to stick to one teacher. You have to stick to one teacher. I know these days this is not really practiced because, you know, there's an information overload. Okay, complete abundance of information, abundance of people talking about this stuff. But the problem is, see, authentic teaching when it comes to magic is a transfer of the essence of the soul of one person moving over to another one. Okay, now I know most people will will talk not about that stuff. Okay, and the reason is, for the most part, they don't know, they don't understand, and of course the students don't understand that either. Okay, there's a reason why I reject most people that want to become my students. There's a reason why I keep the numbers intentionally small. And there's also a reason why I regularly get rid of students, okay? It's because if I don't trust the person, if the energy is not right, there's no compatibility. You see, magic is not just techniques. Magic is me or some other teacher teaching, their soul essence, the foundational experiences that they had on the other side in other realms, and transferring that over to the person. That cannot be done casually, that cannot be done, in a nonchalant way. So it requires dedication. So anything that you want to learn requires dedication, and magic even more so, Please, please, please get rid of the idea that this is something that you can do casually without dedication and get results. Magic is a sacred art. What does that mean, sacred art? Sacred means it has to permeate and fulfill your entire life. This is when you're going to get all the results, and this is when you're going to gain the respect and the attention of the spirits. Without that, forget about it. You might as well not do it, and sure as fuck stay away from me and my programs, okay? Lesson number 2. I talked about it a million times. Trust me. You need to learn how to meditate. Meditation is the key. That's your consciousness is the gateway into all other dimensions, into all other realms, and it is the interface between your will and the manifestations that you want to cause in the outside world. Okay? And in order to learn to control your mind, your consciousness, you need to learn meditation, because meditation gives you the ability to disassociate from the mental activity and then to turn it or move it into the direction that you want it to go, okay? Which is, once again, a foundational ability that you need to direct energy, to create visualizations, to communicate with disembodied entities, and much, much more, okay? So meditation is a key. Number 3 is energy work, okay? Energy work means that you keep the energy in your aura flowing, you see? And that is usually connected to the chakras in some way or another. So you need to learn how to open, influence, and direct the energy inside of you, as well as how to open your chakras. When you can control your own energy, you're going to be able to control the energy outside of you, okay? I get this all the fucking time, okay? People want to use magic to create something in the outside world. They want to cast a spell on somebody. They want to learn how to do that. But at the same time, they can not control what goes into their mouth in terms of food. Do you see the problem here? You cannot control anything outside of you unless you have control over yourself. So learn these things in order to develop the internal discipline, to direct the energy, to control your mind in a way that then allows you, as an extension of that ability, as an extension of that self-control, the ability to affect things and energies and people and minds outside of you. You see what I mean? So these things go hand in hand. So please, please, please don't be delusional and think that you can be a good magician if you don't have any level of self-control in terms of energy and control of your mind, okay? And the best way to check is look at the external manifestations of your life. Do you have your life under control? Do you have your life under control? That's it. That's all you need to look at. If you want to judge a person's spiritual power, just look at what they're doing with their life. All right? That's the easiest way to judge it. And that's a harsh truth, I know. But I'm not here to win a contest of being the most liked magician. I'm here to give you the truth. And the truth is always harsh. If you want blah, blah, and if you want lies, and if you want bullshit, please go somewhere else. You're not in the right place for that. I'm going to give you the real stuff, the truth. Okay? If you can't handle that, go cry me a river. Okay? This is not for bitches. This is the grail of the serpent. Tip number 4, learn divination, manifestation, as well as lucid dreaming. Okay? Why do you need these things? See, if you want to influence something, you have to be able to communicate with it. Communication as a tool, communication as an art, communication as a technology is what precedes influence. Does that make sense? In order to influence something, in order to change something, in order to move it into the direction that you want, you first have to establish communication and contact. So divination is essentially learning how to communicate with energy and with beings that don't have a physical body, but are, disembodied. They're energy, their spirit. So learning to communicate with energy, learning to communicate with spirits, which is a form of divination, you'll be able to begin to influence them, you see. Because, see, there's a passive part to divination. There's also an active part to divination, where in the passive part, you can just receive, but you can also use your active parts of that ability to direct things, okay? Which ties into manifestation. Manifestation requires you to control your own energy. And as an extension of that, you will control the energies around you. You will also need that in order to give instructions to a spirit. Okay, let's say you do an evocation and you want the spirit to do something for you. You have to give them the instructions. How do you do that? Well, you have to clearly visualize. You have to mold the energy into a blueprint that lets the spirit know what it is that you want. Lastly, you need lucid dreaming. Why is lucid dreaming so important? Lucid dreaming will allow you to communicate with deeper levels of reality, even deeper levels of reality than divination would allow you to do that. See, all of your magic and your magical power is dependent on your ability to enter alternate states of awareness. The more degrees of freedom you have when it comes to your consciousness, the more degrees of freedom you have when it comes to the manifestations of where you're going to be able to do magically. Lucid dreaming massively expands your consciousness. And through that, your ability to reshape reality. So listen, any magician by necessity is also a little bit of a mystic. Why? Because the more you expand and the more you explore consciousness, the better you're going to be able to mold and manipulate this world. Okay? So if you want to learn manifestation and lucid dreaming, at the end of this month, there will be a seminar on the 27th and 28th of March 2021. Click the link under this video and you will be able to take part in it, unless you are under 18 and in some other way, mentally impaired or insane, or, an unstable, emotionally and psychologically unstable individual. You're not allowed to be there. If that is the case, and anyone who wants to take part in this has to sign a release of liability, a waiver, okay? So if you're interested in learning manifestation and lucid dreaming, you can take part in this. Click the link below this video and it will take you to a page where you will learn more. Okay, with that being said, see you in the next video. Peace.